everyone, and welcome to Main Street and Mickey. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We're so glad you're joining us. We are so happy to have you here. If you're returning, welcome back. We love our little Disney family and we love how it continues to grow. We love how you all are interacting with us through the comments. We absolutely love it. We love getting to know you all, and the more that we have time to do videos and live streams, we'll get to know each other even better and get even closer, because Disney just brings people together like that, and I love that. So my name's Abby. I'm one of the three that make up this channel. I'm usually joined by my mom and my sister, and we just love talking about Disney and bringing some magic to your ordinary days. And on Tuesdays, we like to share our park tips. And the past couple weeks, we've been giving you our park tips for food. So we've been giving some dining reviews on some of our new favorite and old favorite Disney dining restaurants. The one I'm bringing to you today is Cinderella's Royal Table. Now you may think, oh, I've heard bad things about it. It's so expensive. Is it worth the money? Well, I'm here to answer those questions for you. First off, let's start with the atmosphere of Cinderella's Royal Table. I mean, you get to eat in the castle. Like, how much better can it get? I mean, you get to eat in... Let's start with the atmosphere. The atmosphere at Cinderella's Royal Table is, I mean, it's amazing. You get to eat in a castle surrounded by Cinderella and her friends, and if you look closely, if you look up actually, you might just see Jock and Gus Gus making a little mischief. I just love everything about the atmosphere. It was what I was most looking forward to. I got to eat there recently I got to eat in there in February, and it had been the first time since I was a wee little thing. So I didn't really remember it, and at the time when I was little and we went, they didn't just have princesses, they had Peter Pan, Wendy, Belle was in her peasant dress, so it's been a while since I've actually been there. And I just couldn't wait. I knew I was just going to love it, and I had all these little fantasies. I felt like a little kid again. And it just exceeded all of my expectations because the atmosphere was just so perfect. It felt like I mean, you really are. You're in the castle. You're in Cinderella's castle. And you go in there, and as you go in, you get to meet Cinderella herself. I love that they have the picture with Cinderella. When I was younger, the picture was with the fairy godmother. And that was all well and good, but Cinderella is the hostess. So therefore, I like the fact that she is made the one who greets you when you enter. So I love that they've changed that over the years, and she was so sweet to us. She greeted us, she explained, she told us to be on the lookout for Jock and Gus Gus. I wore these ears that day, and then I wore a pumpkin necklace, and she made sure that it was a pumpkin carriage necklace. And she said, no, that's not going to turn back into a pumpkin, is it? And I said, no, I made sure that it was, one of those it just is a pumpkin carriage. So it was she was very interactive and sweet and the best hostess you could ask for. When you go upstairs, you go up a winding staircase, and again, it adds the effect of the castle. You see this pretty stained glass windows, and then you get up into the dining room. And the dining room is breathtaking. You see out across Fantasyland, and whether you're eating breakfast there or dinner, you see either Fantasyland waking up or the fireworks at night. Either way, you have a spectacular view. It's a beautifully lit, well lit. It is just, the ceiling is breathtaking, and you're eating in the castle, and it's amazing. And the atmosphere for me is worth the money. And the price tag is rather high. It is $60 for adults, and that you have to pay ahead of time. So that is a little bit of a big drawback for people, but to me it's worth it. But there's a lot more things that make it worth it for me as well, and we'll get to those. The other thing that's worth the money for me personally are the characters. I love being able to see the majority of the princesses all together in one setting. I don't have to go to Epcot or to this side of the park or this side. I get to see them all right there. And I get food too. So I mean, food and just getting to meet Disney princesses. What could be better? And I will keep this as magical as possible. We did not have children at our table, so therefore the princesses did not spend as much time with us or were very on the right side of the bed. That's the best way I know how to put it. And it wasn't the best experience with them. We did have an amazing, Jasmine was so sweet. Jasmine was joking around with us. She made sure to stay around for a longer time than the others. She took pictures nicely, and she was the jewel of Agrabah. She was great. I loved Jasmine. Kudos to Jasmine. She and her friend were very nice that morning, and we greatly appreciated it. That being said, it's still fun to see those characters, and if you have kids with you, you're more likely to get that better one-on-one interaction. But do also keep in mind that it is a very busy character dining experience, so therefore the princesses will have to make their rounds rather quickly and maybe abruptly at some points. The other thing that's worth it for me is the food. I enjoyed my actual food, the main portion of my food, better than I did at the Bon Voyage breakfast. I simply got scrambled eggs and breakfast potatoes, and it was delicious. Now the pastries, you get an assortment of pastries at your table as you do at Bon Voyage, and I prefer the ones at Bon Voyage, but the ones at Cinderella's Royal Table are they're still amazing. I mean, I had my favorite was the Mickey shaped blueberry muffin. Absolutely delicious, magically delicious. I had a great meal though, and so did everyone else at my table, and so I was very happy about that because I had heard bad reviews about the food, but the food really wasn't that bad. You get a free wishing star. I say free very lightly. You get a wishing star at the beginning, and also you get your choice of sword or wand. Boop. You get one of these, and it says Cinderella's Royal Table, and it's a fun little souvenir along with your wishing star to commemorate your wonderful, magical, royal dining experience. The other thing that makes Cinderella's Royal Table worth it for me is that you get, when you make it early reservation time, you get into the park early. So you get almost empty Main Street pictures, you get the, you know, empty Fantasyland, and then if you get out early enough from your breakfast, you get to ride some rides. And we had a longer breakfast, so it didn't really work out for us that way, but we did get some great pictures. So we didn't get really the ride part, but we got amazing pictures that were basically empty of people, and I love that. I love getting some magical photo shoots in as often as I can on my Disney trips. So when you book your breakfast or even your dinner, make sure you make it for an early time so that you get an early Main Street and early rides, or make it for very late if you're doing dinner so that you get an empty park and you can close down Magic Kingdom, and it's so much fun. I've done it before. I love it. Watch that video. I absolutely love closing down the Magic Kingdom. They can't necessarily kick you out, so you just kind of get to hang out there until, you know, you have to go home. I love it. But yes, those are, you must try Cinderella's Royal Table, especially if you have little princesses or princes even. It's just such a magical experience. You get to eat in Cinderella's castle, and it just really is the essence of a Disney vacation and just wraps it up absolutely magically. So I hope you've enjoyed this fun video. I really enjoyed reliving my experience there. I can't wait to eat there again and take Mom and Annie with me. They haven't eaten there in years. So I definitely am going to take them when we go back. And you know, I love Disney food, and it's one of the main things I miss from the Disney parks is the food. It's so good, so good. And I'm really enjoying my wand. We hope you've enjoyed this. Make sure you stick around because we have a lot of fun videos coming up. This week we'll be sharing our Bibbidi Boppity Box unboxing, as well as some more fun Disney experiences. And make sure you come back next Tuesday for more Disney park tips, because we have a lot to share with you. So we can't wait to do that. Make sure if you haven't subscribed, subscribe already. Hit that bell notification and it'll let you know when we post our videos. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and become part of our wonderful little Disney family. And you know, our goal here is to bring some magic to you, so we will be bringing you more magic next Tuesday with some more park tips and magic throughout the week with some unboxings, some Disney tags, and so much more. So you want to stick around. You don't want to miss it. So we hope above all else that you all have a magical royal day.